let's just go ahead and get this part of the video out of the way. So let's talk about the things that I hate about this motorcycle. To be honest with you guys, there are none. There's just nothing that I hate about this motorcycle.
0.0.
But others do hate certain things about this motorcycle, and they've commented on my YouTube videos or some other videos that I may have seen, and so I want to address those cares and concerns. Now, do I have any critiques or criticisms? Yeah, I do, but it's not that big of a deal. But I'll just go ahead and give you those two real quick. The first thing that I can think of is those tacky reflectors that Harley puts all over their motorcycles. I hate those things, and I really hated those things when I first got this bike, because against the black, man, they just stick out like a sore thumb. So I got the motorcycle in the garage, used some Goo Gone and WD-40 or something like that, and got those things off of there and threw them right in the trash. And that's exactly where they belong. I don't know why Harley does it. I'm sure they have their reasons, but I think they are tacky as all get out. And the other thing would have to be this, and I know a lot of people preach this, and maybe one day Harley is going to listen to us guys, but halogen bulbs? Halogen bulbs in 2022 in a brand new motorcycle that costs $20,000 plus? No LEDs? It's ridiculous to me. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So I'm very thankful that there's companies like Custom Dynamics that make great products that we can buy that have our safety and care in mind. So very thankful for them. But really, so far at this point, 335 miles in on this motorcycle, those are about the only two major complaints that I have. So what do you guys think about this display here? This little, what is it, 2.5 by 1 or something like that, 2.1 maybe inch display, LED display. What do you think about that? A lot of people criticize Harley for using something like this. They say it looks outdated for a new motorcycle, especially when you have some type of display like what's on the Sportster S, and then Harley goes and has something like this. One of the comments that I read said it looks like a old busted calculator from 1975 or something like that, something to that effect. And a lot of people feel that way. Well, some people feel that way. I'm not one that feels that way. I like it because I like the Street Bob, and I like this display. Provides everything that I need to see on a heads up for the motorcycle, and all in all, I think it works fantastic, but others don't like it. Tell me, what do you think about the display? Probably one of the things that I've heard over and over and over again that others hate about the Lowrider ST is the clamshell bags. A lot of people just don't like those. As a matter of fact, somebody left a comment on one of my videos and said the best thing about those clamshell bags is that they can be removed easy. So some people really just don't like them. It's like, we like the motorcycle, we don't like the bags. If I was to get that motorcycle, I'd take those things off and throw them out in the woods somewhere. So, I mean, you're inclined to think about that, to have that opinion if that's what you want. You know, I like them. I think they look good. I think they fit the motorcycle. Also, a lot of people complain, and I've touched on this in one of my other videos, about the unevenness of the bags. They don't like that. One is bigger than the other. Some people, you know, straight up, they don't prefer any type of hard bags. They like leather or soft bags or something like that. And that's cool. If you get the motorcycle, I guess the good thing about it, if they can detach so easily, you can really do whatever you want with them, and it shouldn't be too difficult. But the bags on this motorcycle, a lot of people straight up hate them. What do you guys think about these handlebars on this bike? Have you ever been able to sit on the Lowrider ST and grab a hold of these bars and see what you think? A lot of people I've heard say these bars are just too short for a Harley Davidson cruiser, that it just doesn't make sense that these bars were put on this motorcycle. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that statement, but I will tell you this, is that they do, for somebody like me, I'm 5'9", they do need to be up and pulled back. So my criticism is more with the risers than the handlebars. I don't have any problem with the handlebars. I like them. I think they're comfortable. They really are. But they really do need to be pulled back a little bit, so I don't feel so stretched out. It's not a big deal. As a matter of fact, I've got some Thrashing 6.5 risers that I've ordered that are on the way, and I will remedy that lickety split. But some people, you know, again, talking about the bars, not the risers, some people criticize the bars and say they're junk. I don't see it. I like them. I'm keeping them. So are you guys more of a forward control or a mid control type of rider? You know, with me, I think it's probably going to be the same as most people's answer. Depends on the motorcycle. And a lot of people hate the mid controls on this bike. They want to have their feet out in front of them a little bit with mid controls and say that, I'm sorry, with forward controls, and say mid controls just does not fit this bike. You know, I've had both. I recently had a motorcycle with forward controls, and they were extremely comfortable. I liked them. You know, I could probably see their point a little bit with forwards, but I like this seating position. It's pretty comfortable. Well, it's very comfortable to me. Feels like a natural seating position, and so I am just fine with the mid controls. I have no intention to put forwards on here. And last but not least, let's talk about the price. Now, the price of this motorcycle, while I'm riding, I can't remember the exact dollar of what Harley is asking for it, but it's somewhere in the range of what, $21,000, $22,000. And for everything that you get on this bike, that just is not a big deal to me. But some people say the motorcycle is overpriced. Harley shouldn't be charging that. There's other competitors to Harley Davidson that are offering more for the money. I'm not going to argue that point, but I'm just going to say that, you know, my personal opinion, while this is all subjective when we're talking about cost, my personal opinion is that the motorcycle is well worth the $21,000 or $22,000 that Harley is charging for it, which is probably one of the reasons why they are so tough to find. I mean, they are cool. They are very, very cool, but the price isn't just crazy like it would be on a CVO or, you know, Road Glide Special or Street Glide Special or something like that. So lots of people can afford these motorcycles that want one. All right, if you guys would, in the comments below, please let me know what you think. If there's any of these that you agree with, that you disagree with, or if there's something that is not on the list, something about the motorcycle that you absolutely do not like, that I did not mention, put it down there in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts and your feedback. I would appreciate that very, very much. If you guys would, please consider like and subscribing. I hope you have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.